Hi there, what's up? Welcome to Steve's Tech Vlog. Today we'll be reviewing the new Sony Sports MP3 player. This is a new model which is the WS623, and in my country, which is Malaysia, this model was just launched in mid-June 2017. That's about like 3-4 weeks ago. Right, so this is a new model, and it's a MP3 player which is waterproof as well as dustproof. It's got Bluetooth functionality that you can actually connect your phone to take calls, and it's got an inbuilt 4 GB worth of storage for storing music, and you can use it as an offline MP3 player. It's splash proof, and according to Sony, you can actually use it for swimming. Dustproof, so you can use it for sports activities, and it links to your smartphone via Bluetooth. Right, it also has what Sony calls an ambient sound mode, which we will cover a little bit more during the review. Okay, nothing else on the box. It costs about 600 ringgit in Malaysia because this is a new model, and that translates to about $150 US. Okay, let's just open the box. There we go. Okay, let me just put the box over to the other side. So this is what is in the box. This is the Bluetooth MP3 player headset. Okay, and in the box you get a charging cradle, and it connects via micro USB, which is very useful. And this also is used for connecting the headset to the computer to transfer files. Alright, let me just put this aside. So it comes with a very short micro USB cable. There is no charging block, so you have to use one of your existing cell phone or cell phone charger or your computer. It comes with 2 sets of ear tips. I believe one of them is used for swimming, which has a thin membrane covering the hole, and the other one does not have a membrane, and this is more used for sports. There is also like a tiny little tightening band to make sure that the unit stays secure over your head. Alright. Other than that, there are basically sets of manuals that you can read. Okay. Setup guide and manual. Alright, let's just put this aside. Okay, so this is the Walkman headset itself. Looks quite small actually, and it comes with 4 different colors. This is a black version. There is also a white version. I remember there was a green version and a blue version as well. That's right. Okay, so this is the black version. Well, not totally black, it's almost like dark charcoal color. Let's take this thing out. Okay, let me just move this aside so I can see. Alright, here we go. Okay, let's just move this aside there. Right. So this basically goes, let's see how it does this. Alright, so it goes over your head from the behind, and it then goes in ear like this. Alright, the right hand side of the headset has the charging pins, and I guess the way that you actually put this thing in would be like this. Okay, so you just push it in and it connects, and you plug in your micro USB cable, and this is how you charge the unit, as well as to transfer files to the unit. There is an inbuilt 4 GB worth of internal storage to be used as an offline MP3 player. Okay, so let me just see if I can take this thing out. Okay. Right. So the other thing we notice is like that there are actually quite a lot of buttons on it, and of course the manual will cover what the buttons actually do. So let me just go through. On the right hand side, the right headset, the right earpiece, when you fit this over your ear, there's a top button. Okay, so this is the right side where the charging pins are. So there is a The top button is the power button, and you use this to turn it on and off. There is then a lower button. This is the button for play and pause music, as well as to answer calls. So when you have a call come into your phone when it's linked via Bluetooth, you can press the right side bottom button to answer the call. And then you have a rocker at the bottom. This is for skipping to the next or previous track when you're playing music. And on the left hand side, let's see how I can make this easier. Right, so on the left hand side of the headset, the top button is the mode button, and this is to basically change the mode of single playback, multiple playback, and continuous playback, as well as to do a circle of songs and so on. Then there is the silver color button. This basically is the Bluetooth button, as well as the ambient sound function button. What the ambient sound function is like when you're playing music, you turn on the ambient sound. There is a microphone on the headset that collects the external sound and projects it into the headset itself, so you can actually hear what is happening outside whilst listening to the music. This is a good function. And then the bottom rocker of the left hand side is the volume rocker. Alright, I think with a bit of time one can be quite used to the buttons. If it's new, we might not be so familiar with the buttons, but over maybe a few days or so, this could be quite familiar then. So to turn the headset on, this is the right earpiece, which is the red color mark R. Press and hold the power button, and you can see the green light turning on, and then it turns into blue. Basically means that Bluetooth is on as well. Okay, so the other thing about this headset is that there is NFC function, so you can actually pair with your phone just by touching the phone. So let's just do that. Alright, so this is just an Android phone. Okay, so there's an NFC function over here. Alright, so we'll just say pair. I think that's paired. The steady blue light comes on the light indicator, which means it's paired on the phone. Alright, now I've used this for the last day or so, and these are my initial thoughts about the Bluetooth headset. Alright, now first of all, it's really light and very comfortable to use, and according to the manual, this weighs only 32 grams. So you basically put it from behind your head and then into your ear canal like this. Alright, once you have it on, sometimes I don't even realize that it's actually on, especially when you have the ambient sound mode on, that you can actually hear the surrounding sounds. It almost seems like you don't have a headset on. Alright, the other thing that is fairly good with this headset is that it has actually got voice notification. So when I put on the headset and then turn it on, from within the headset, it basically tells me headset turn on. When you turn it off, there's a voice notification to say like the headset has been turned off. And as it powers on, it also says Bluetooth power on, Bluetooth connected, Bluetooth disconnected. And when the battery goes down to almost zero, it actually alerts you of low battery. The sound quality of the headset is fairly good. The drivers are not the largest drivers, it's a small driver. Very crisp, clear sound. The bass is a little bit on the light side, so if you like a strong heavy bass, this may not be up to your expectation. And the one thing that I really like about this headset is the ambient sound mode, right, which is this silver button over here. Basically what it does is that it collects the external environmental sounds from around the surroundings, and it projects the external sound with the music into your ear, so you can actually hear what is going on, and you can turn on or off the ambient sound. And of course, when you want to listen to clear music and block out the external sound, you can turn it off. When you're talking to people or around people or driving a car, you can then turn on the ambient sound so you can hear surroundings. Now, the Bluetooth pairing with phones is fairly straightforward, and also it has the NFC function, so you can just touch this or bring it close to your phone to do an automatic pairing. It works for my phones, which is the LG phone and also a Samsung phone. And the other thing is like the connection to the USB to the PC via the USB is fairly straightforward. You basically connect it to the cradle and then use the cradle to connect it to your PC, and it shows up as a folder. You can just drag and drop files into the headset itself, which has a 4 GB worth of internal storage. It plays MP3 files and also WMA files. The battery itself, when I got this unit a day ago, I only had like 5 to 10 minutes of a charge on the headset. It lasted me just over an hour with that very quick charge. So according to the manual, it basically lets it's got a quick charge function. You can charge it for just over 3 minutes, and it lets you have a 60-minute voice playback. And the full charge, which will allow you to play for 12 hours, will take about 1.5 hours of charging time. And I did that yesterday as well, so it took me about just over an hour and a half to fully charge the headset. Other than that, it's worth to mention again that this is actually a waterproof and dustproof headset. So when you're wearing this and you're out for sports activities, when you sweat, this is fine. You can just bring it back and then just run it under cold water. You can use it for swimming, but when you're immersing this underwater, you got to change the ear tips to the waterproof ear tips, because the normal ear tips does not have like a membrane to cover it. So what are the things to cover about this? Right, so because this is a fairly new model, it was launched only about like a month ago in Malaysia. The market retail price is about $150 US. That's about 600 ringgits. I bought this from an online retail website for almost 10% less because of some special promotion. If you think that this is a bit on the higher side, there is also a smaller model, which is the so just to mention again, this is the WS623. There is a smaller model, which is the WS413, that does not have a Bluetooth function. It's basically an offline MP3 player, almost exactly the same. That's gonna cost $80 US, which is about 350 ringgits. Or you can actually get the older generation of the waterproof dustproof headset from Sony, which is the WS615. The older generation is a bit bulkier, but you can get that in 16 GB worth of internal storage with a remote control at a price that is about the same price as this. Okay, basically that's my quick thoughts about it. I'm really enjoying the headset. Sound is good. I love the ambient sound mode, because it lets me go around, meet people without having to take off the headset all the time. And the design, besides that, is waterproof, and I don't have to worry about it like when it rains, or when I sweat or anything. This will last. All right. The only few things that I wish maybe the next generation can improve on it would be, well, when you have files inside and you play it as an offline MP3 player, that's fine. When you connect it to your phone via Bluetooth, it ceases to be an offline player. You can only play music from your phone. Maybe there could be a firmware that can change that, or maybe I have not found out how to do it yet. So if you're linking it to your phone, you cannot play the music from within. You can only play the music from your phone. When you disconnect the Bluetooth, you can then play the music from within the player. The other thing would be that when you wear this, the charging pins goes up against your face, so I don't know if this will get corroded in time, or maybe Sony has tested this in that situation. Overall, it's a good piece of gear, and I highly recommend it. I'm totally enjoying it. So yep, to have a feel of this, go to your nearest Sony retailer or Sony shop and try it on. Alright, so this is the quick unboxing and hands-on review of the Sony WS623 wireless Bluetooth headset, which is waterproof and also dustproof.